Alright guys, we need to get a place for our asparagus. We have a few that are growing, and then I got some more roots today, and we need to get those into the ground ASAP. Something to take into consideration with asparagus is that they are perennial, meaning that they will come up year over year. So we want to find a spot where they can stay. And we want to get a place that has as much sun as possible. So we don't want to do it near any trees or shrubs or anything that would block out the sun, since it is preferable that they have at least 8 hours of full sun every day. So I was telling my husband that we needed to make some grow beds, but he had a much better idea that doesn't cost anything. So let me show you. So eventually we want to make this whole area of the backyard a garden and just remove the grass, because grass takes up a ton of water and doesn't do anything for us. We do have the kids, and so we've kind of left it so the kids can play, but that is the plan for this area in the coming years. But right now we want to at least use the fence line as an area for food production, since the kids are never along the fence line, they're always out in the middle of the yard. So that's what we're going to do today. Bosley, did you get that grass? Bosley. He's trying to help. Bosley, you're just making a big mess for me. Stop it. Stop it. All right, so we have 12 asparagus roots. 10 are roots, 2 are growing, and I am spacing them out in here to see and make sure they'll fit. I need just a little bit more space, so let me finish this up and then we'll bury these bad boys. The only problem with that is now he's gonna think it's okay to dig in there, so probably gonna have to put up a fence or something to keep my plants safe, but oh well. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and dig the trenches for the asparagus roots. Okay, for real this time. So we've got this row here. Here we have our root, and it's really obnoxious they're doing that right now, but we want to make sure that we cover this top part of the crown 2 inches deep in soil, and then we want to, when the spears start to grow, When they're 2 to 3 inches tall, we want to come in and backfill again with about 2 inches of soil, not totally covering the spears, for these guys to reproduce the best. So let's go ahead and do this. So we want to kind of fan the roots out. And I'm going to do it like this and make each one a little section, because I do want to cover this. Well, actually probably can't cover it. I was going to say I wanted to cover it with the black tarp, but these guys proliferate everywhere. So I'm just probably going to have to come out and manage the grass, since I did take this out of the yard. And there's roots every place, but we'll see how this works. If it does, awesome, great. If it's a fail, well, we tried. I think it'll do fine, as long as I watch the grass, which I'm pretty observant of my plants every day, several times a day. So this should be just fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish up these rows, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so now we got them all in. Now here's my little guy that is already growing. So I'm going to try and get him into this hole without doing too much damage. See that little spear right there? Sorry, my shadow's in the way. But we've got this whole thing done now. So now I just need to cover these with 2 inches of dirt, all the little crowns you see sticking up. So I'm going to do 1 inch of compost and 1 inch of the dirt in the buckets. And then I will put up a fence so Bosley cannot get into this. So I'll show you guys when it's all done. All right, we got this done, and now we need to keep the dog out. Last one. Sweet. Look at that beautifulness. Awesome. We did it, you guys. We did it. So in 20 minutes, I got all of that grass cut out, and we got 11 asparagus roots put in. I have one more asparagus that needs to go in. It's probably about this tall right now, but it's been in the back of this greenhouse here, and so I need to get it hardened off in the sun. So it's over chilling in the shade right now, and at the end of the week we'll plop it in there as well. But 10 reasons why you should grow asparagus. Well, you only need one, and that's that it tastes really good. So yeah, one reason why you want to grow asparagus. But no, in all reality, asparagus is an easy plant to grow. It's a perennial, so it will continue to come back year after year. But like many other things, like the blueberries or the raspberries, it's not instant harvesting. So I had bought the 2-year-old roots, which I'll put a link in the description. But the reason I bought the 2-year-old ones is because if you start asparagus from seed, it takes 3 years to reach maturity. Now you can buy 1-year-old roots or 2-year-old roots. I believe there's 3-year-old roots as well, but don't quote me on that. But I bought the 2-year-old roots. Oh, one second.
how to turn that alarm off. I bought the 2-year-old roots so that way I can harvest much sooner. So there won't be any harvesting done this year. Next year I will be able to harvest for 2 weeks out of the year. Then the year after that I will be able to do it for 3 weeks, and the next year after that 4, and on until I get up to 8 weeks of harvesting at a time. So this is one that you plant and sit and let it go. But if you have an area of your yard that you're not using, like us here, or you really like asparagus, or whatever the case may be, it's a great way to start growing some of your own food, and I do highly recommend it. So you guys know what to do. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded, and I hope you guys have an amazing and most wonderfully blessed day. Thanks.